Today we are going to have a short lesson on the integumentary system, the organ system which forms the outermost barrier between the internal environment of the human body and the external world. Because the integumentary system forms the most external boundary, it is also considered to be the most vulnerable organ system. It is constantly exposed to abrasion, bacteria and viruses, as well as extreme temperatures and chemicals. Because the integumentary system takes the brunt of these elements, the internal environment is protected. Structures that make up the integumentary system primarily include the skin, the hair, and the nails, but can also include the sebaceous or oil glands and sweat glands. There are 6 major functions to the integumentary system. The first and most important is protection. The skin is able to protect the body chemically, physically, and biologically. Chemically speaking, your skin produces melanin. Melanin protects the body against UV radiation and is like a naturally occurring sunscreen. Additionally, your body secretes antibacterial substances in your sebum, or the oil produced on your skin, as well as an antibiotic called human defensin. Physically speaking, your skin acts as a physical barrier in addition to being waterproof. The waterproofing is important because it slows the loss of water from your internal environment to your external environment. Biologically, your skin cells undergo a rapid rate of mitosis so that dead or damaged cells can constantly be shed and replaced with healthy cells. This minimizes pathogen entry. The second function of the integumentary system is body temperature regulation. When your temperatures become too elevated, a negative feedback mechanism kicks in. You will start to cool down by 2 responses. Your blood vessels will dilate to release heat, and your sweat glands will release sweat, which evaporates off the surface of the skin to cool. When your temperature becomes too low, your blood vessels will constrict to trap heat, and you will shiver because as your muscles contract, it releases heat energy. The third function of the integumentary system is cutaneous sensation. Your skin contains a number of sensory receptors, which detect a variety of stimuli from the outside world, including changes in temperature, pain, pressure, etc. When any of these sensory receptors are triggered, it creates basic skin sensations. Sometimes more than one of the receptors are triggered, which is how more complex sensations such as itch or tickling are produced. Additionally, your skin functions in metabolism in that it can produce vitamin D in the presence of sunlight. This is important because vitamin D helps your bones to absorb calcium. Your skin can act as a blood reservoir because up to 5% of your blood volume can be stored in the skin's blood vessels at any given time. Finally, your integumentary system functions in excretion because when you sweat, waste products such as salts are released. Let's review the functions of the integumentary system by answering a review question. If you go for a run on a hot day, which 5 functions of the integumentary system are being used? First, there is protection. Your skin is making melanin to protect from UV radiation. Second, there is body temperature regulation. As you run and your temperature goes up, you start to sweat. Next, cutaneous sensation. Receptors located in your skin detect change in temperature as well as light pressure, perhaps from the wind. The function of metabolism is being used as your skin produces vitamin D in the presence of the sunlight, and excretion is also occurring because as you run, the sweat you produce releases waste products. To wrap this lesson up, I want you to answer the connection questions on this slide. Try to answer the questions yourself and then discuss with a partner. We will review the answers to these questions at the beginning of our next lesson.